if you know me, I am pretty against this. I'm actually really quite against this.
Okay.
But I noticed that you are not so hard on applications, and even sometimes that you like them. Can you give me your case as to why?
That's an amazing question. I always wanted to talk about this because I feel like I receive a lot of hate for this. The thing with me personally, like I said, is I have ADHD, right? I don't have a diagnosis, but I know myself. I'm always like doing 100 different things at the same moment. My attention span is really bad. So when it comes to gamified apps like Duolingo, Memrise, it's like this exact like bite size uh, of information that I need to process a language. Like if you put me to study with a book, like I have no immediate like reaction from the book itself. Like I don't have immediate feedback from the book.
Mm.
But in apps like Duolingo, like I know in real time if it's working, you know, and I can do it in a busy day. You know, I was traveling the whole world, like Japan, France, Australia, whatever, and the only thing that I could carry with me really was Duolingo, Memrise. I use Closemaster sometimes. Uh, Sometimes I use other apps, but the size of the lessons is what really keeps me using them. I really like books too. I just, because of my personality and my lifestyle, apps work much better for me.
Wonderful. All right. Well,
And
there you go.
and yeah, like if you're a learner like me, in the sense that you have a small attention span, my advice would be bite size. Like many times during the day, little bites, 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 bites. The only exception for me specifically is Chinese. I really love Chinese, man. Like Chinese is my
Mm.
favorite language by far, the most fun to learn. I could, like, the only language I could focus on learning with a book, or I could focus for long periods of time, is Chinese. And even though I've spent so many hours learning Chinese like in a row, I still don't feel my Chinese is like that good. It's because
Mm.
it's just an amazing world of language, of words, of it's so huge.
Wow.
And and I think the the sheer passion towards Chinese allows me to study seriously, like the traditional methods, like you said, right?
Mm.
But for the rest of the languages, I'm mostly an app guy, or I speak with a native guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like small conversations with someone eventually build up, like little by little, builds a pyramid eventually. That's the way I approach the usage of apps.
Okay, very nice. Well, cool. It's been so nice to have you on and to be
It's
able
been
to speak with
amazing.
you. I knew that, I mean, I knew very early on in me joining Twitter that I like this guy and
Likewise, man. This is my first sort of like interview thing, and it has so much fun.
Oh,
I'm glad to be the first person you're interviewing, and the first person um, uh, that you're the first person that interviews me. So this is a great start.
it's been a
Let's
pleasure, my friend. And so any last words before we end the